It's another overcast day at the Lancing Beach Green Park Run. Little bit of drizzle, but I don't mind that too much, as long as it doesn't hammer it down, especially like the last video, down at, where was I? I was at Water. Yes, Water. I'm down this way today, a little bit out of my way, because I'm actually picking up my suits for the wedding from Hove later on. So I thought, why not nip down this way? The power of 10 scratch score is about a 2.4. Not a bad park run at all, to be honest. Should be quite a nice, easy, flat course. I think it is an out and back along a bit of the green, down and then along the seafront, out and back. So it's like a two-pronged fork type route. So hopefully, yeah, should be good. I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah, let's go. Let's go.
And they're off. As you can see, it's an incredibly grey and overcast day down at Lancing Beach Green. And if you listen very carefully, you can hear the squeaking of shoes on the newly dewed grass. Nope, all you can hear is the lady with the tambourine actually warning people that there's a slight step up on that path going over.
Thank you.
Don't want any accidents now. We've also started off very strong with a low 4 minute per kilometre pace. Let's not start off too quick, Tom. Come on, let's learn our lessons for once. Coming up to the first turning point, and yeah, that's a double Buggy Dad going the other way. Actually, I think it's the same one that I noticed in Malling Rec. That was a very piddly cone as well, by the way. It was yellow, we could barely see it. I give that a 2 out of 10. Maybe I should start a rank my cone type thing in this series. I did almost slip up as well going around that cone. The grass was very wet, as I mentioned earlier, and I am in my road shoes today because I thought it was mainly going to be on pavement. Back across the start line and following a very nicely funnelled cone walkway back up to the seafront. Just a quick double check to make sure there's no bikes coming through. And up around about 3-4% slope, just to, you know, burn those legs and make sure they're awake. You can probably also hear that the wind has picked up quite a bit. It was very sheltered down on that green there, and now we've got the full frontal force of it. Right, so that's 1 kilometre done, and it's a 4 minute 35. Not too shabby. I think I need under around a 4 minute 38 to beat my 23 minute 13 time that I set at Malling Rec earlier in the year. The windsock there also showing that the wind is blowing across the run route today, so I haven't got a head or tail wind that can cause me any troubles, but I do just have to make sure I can run in a straight line. Running behind those beach huts was actually quite nice and sheltered, but now I've popped out from behind them, I've got that full brunt of the wind coming across, and it was chilly. Some nice shots there of some very nice looking houses. Probably only really good in the summer, to be honest. When it gets to this time of year, it's probably bleak and horrible. And also getting a nice look at the, the murky English Channel. Again, this time of year, not the most pleasant or enticing view. I'm definitely not going to be having a dip in that after this run like I did at Seaford Beach. Oh no, I'd definitely be losing some appendages, let's put it that way. And now as we pass the Lancing Sailing Club on the left, I think there's an ever so slight downhill slope, and that pace is looking very good as well. Cool, that wind is really blowing now as we pass the caravan park on the left. Cool, I feel sorry for any holiday makers out on this weekend. That pace is looking really good, and the heart rate is also looking really good. I mean, anything under 180 means I'm doing okay, I feel. As soon as I hit 180 and above, it means I'm really going for it. Two kilometers done, and it's a 4-minute 50 kilometer. A bit slower than the last kilometer, but to be honest, I wasn't really aiming for a personal best today. That would be a bonus though. Out on the left there, that lovely little body of water is called Whitewater Lagoon. All those houses have really nice little private docks as well. Again, some really nice houses along here. Just shame that 2/3 of the year, due to the British weather, it's actually not that great. There's also a ton of swans out on there as well. Very thankful that it wasn't on the actual track. There's first, and there's second place going the opposite way. And then miles ahead of the rest of the pack. I think first place actually got a personal best today as well, so good on him. Just over halfway now, and Daddy Bug goes flying past the opposite direction. Absolutely rapido. Those poor kids, as usual, must be holding on for dear life. By the way, if you are enjoying what you're watching, please leave a like and subscribe. And also check out some of my other videos. I've got more park runs, I've got more serious events going on. Yeah, feel free to check them out. I'll put them on a card on the screen now. Coming up to the turning point, and I think on the rank my cone scale, I'll give that 4 out of 10. Very similar to the previous one, but this time decorated by some heavy stones. There's also a photographer there getting some nice pictures. I'll quickly pop that on screen. And actually the other day I did see someone attempt a Japanese U-turn. I've never seen one before in my life. But I'm thinking, if I get around 750 views for this video, I'll give one a crack the next time I do a park run. Hopefully I don't break my ankle doing so. And that's the 3 kilometre mark hit with a 4-minute 53. Slower yet again by another 3 seconds, but that heart rate is slowly creeping up. Hopefully I get to reduce that and keep the same speed going. Uh-oh, it's starting to get a bit congested now. But luckily I could pull an overtake off and power on through. There's going to be a lot of congestion going forward now, so hopefully we can weave in and out and keep this pace going, which at 4-minute 40 is actually very good. Oh no, you chose a great time to go for a cycle there, buddy. You've got to be careful as well going on those thick stones. You don't want to stack it or, you know, lose your bike chain. Oh no, see, what did I tell you? Your bike chain's come off. You'll see him coming past again in a minute anyway, so to be honest, his journey wasn't hindered too much. Back to the very posh looking beach huts, and that pace is looking okay at around a 5 minute per kilometre. The heart rate has dropped back ever so slightly down to 178 as well, which is good to see. But uh-oh, yet again it looks like there's going to be some more congestion ahead. We're going to be dodging bikes, people coming the other way, walkers, dogs, people chatting, and also trying to pull an overtake at the same time. Oh, there we go, but we've made it through. Not too much of a hinder to the pace. And as we hit the 4 kilometre and the cyclist goes past again, we find out we've done a 4 minute 46 per kilometre. We've picked up that pace again, but that heart rate is just around hitting the 180. So we're getting to that serious end of the run now. Oh, the wobbly drain cover and the crow just spooking me out a little bit there. I mean, it is Halloween coming up, I suppose. I think it's more just the fact that I'm a very jumpy individual. Get a grip, son. Get a grip. Now we've just got over half a kilometre to go. That speed's looking very good, and that heart rate is around where it should be as well. And we've got the green coming up on the right, a sign that is not too far to go. Hopefully we can push for a very good final kilometre time, but let's see. So the camera is at an angle here because at heart I am a small child. I'm actually counting down the beach hut numbers because I'm looking for number 69. Oh, no. But unfortunately it looks like the numbers have been nicked. What a shame. Coming back down the slope, that pace is looking really good at a 420. The heart rate is 183, and you can tell I'm going for it because you can hear it in my breath. A quick check to make sure no bike mows me down as my pace drops into the 3s, and I desperately try and catch up to Blacktop to pull out an overtake. But unfortunately, there's no luck there, and we do the last kilometre in a 4 minute 39. Just ever so slightly over the PB pace. And that's the face of someone who knows he's done a fairly quick time today. But what was the time, I hear you ask? So we achieved a parkrun time of 23 minutes 48. Not too far off my PB actually. We did an average of 4 minute 44 per kilometre. I came 31st out of 193, and I came 3rd in my age bracket as well.
So that was Lancing Beach Green. Lovely run, really enjoyed myself. But let's get down to the scores. For scenery, I gave it a 7. Nice view of the sea on the way out. There's a nice little inland lake, plenty of swans on the left on the way out, on the right on the way back, of course, and plenty of colourful huts to look at. But again, it is just the seaside, so it's not exactly the beautifulest of views. So 7's fine for that. For PB ability, I gave it a 8. It's nice and flat throughout. There's an ever so slight slope as you transition from the lower part to the higher part on the promenade. And there is a slight bit of grass to start for the first 800 metres or so. So that does take the edge off ever so slightly and push it down to an 8. For route layout, I gave it a 6.5. It is an out and back, technically, even though it is like a little out and back across the grass and then out and back along the promenade, which does bump it up ever so slightly from the 6. So yeah, I think 6.5 is fair sort of score for that. For facilities, I gave it an 8. There's a car park, there's a toilet block, there's a cafe, all reasonably good. The car park you do have to pay for, but it is quite cheap. So yeah, all round fairly good, so an 8. For X Factor, I gave it a 0. There wasn't the most anything that massively stood out. But yeah, as I said, I did enjoy it and it was a good park run. So overall, the score is 29.5 or a 73.8% score. So that's a nearer the higher end on the scale of park runs. So really good. Would recommend that one to other people who want a nice day at the beach or going for a PB. But where does it go on the rankings, I hear you ask? Well, have no fear, because the poorly made graphic is here. There.
So that score of 29.5 puts Lancing Beach Green in joint second with Kingdom Parkrun. Wakehurst Place still stays on top with 31, and Seaford Beach sits down there in third place with a 28.5. So where should I go next? Please leave a comment down below letting us know where I should go, and yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and also check out some of the other videos too. We'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, bye.